What is up, Spiffy family? And we are back with the first video of the year 2019. I'm excited. I have a lot of big things planned for this year. I know a couple other people in the area who has things working in progress, and I'm so excited. So thank you for tuning in. This here is my first video of 2019. And for today's video, I'm thinking of reviving something that I used to do in the past. It was the story times. So I'm gonna bring a story to you guys today, and this one is about when I used to play football, man. Ever since I was young, when I lived in Florida, it was me and my dad. We used to sit at home and watch the Dolphins play on Sundays. The Dolphins are still my favorite team, even though they trash or whatever. But I still support them, man. And I know eventually, hopefully, they're gonna find a way to make things right and get into the playoffs or something, man. They gotta surprise me, because right now we ain't doing too good. So ever since watching that, I've always wanted to do football, but when I was younger, I was kind of small, you feel me? So I joined soccer. My mom got me a Pee Wee soccer league on one of my friends from school. Their parents were the coach there, so I made good friends with them. You know, I was playing on the team. I did soccer for I don't even know how long I did. I played soccer for a long time. You know, I got a couple trophies here or there. Fast forward to 2010, I stopped playing soccer and I moved to Plano, Texas. When I moved to Plano, Texas, that's when I was in elementary school at this time. I met Michael and all of them. Not Jermaine yet. Jermaine isn't coming to see until later on. I met Michael and all of them, and you know, we'd be outside on the the playground. And while we're out there, you know, playing tag. You know, this is when I first started meeting everybody. You know, I'm still trying to get used to everybody, because, you know, it's my first time up here. I don't really know too many people.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's only my third day out here. I don't know.
So, playing tag with Michael, I grabbed this nigga up like, I'm about to swing your ass. And so, I don't know, even to this day, he'll still make a reference to that every now and again. That was just something from the past, but let's get into the juicy stuff. Alright, so fast forward about maybe about 2 years later, I'm in 7th grade at Armstrong Middle School. While I'm there, the head coach was this guy named Coach Hazelwood. And originally I was trying out for the soccer team because, you know, soccer was all I really knew. I never knew how to play football. But a lot of people, when I tried out for the soccer team, I didn't make it because, I don't know if you guys know the area up here, but it is a lot of Hispanics. It is a lot. I don't care if you're Hispanic. I mean, I don't care about your race. You know, I love Hispanics, to be honest with you. My dad's Guyanese. But so when we were doing tryouts, I didn't understand what they were saying. Like, a lot of them were speaking in Spanish, and I don't know. I just felt like I didn't belong. I just felt stupid. So a lot of people were telling me like, hey, yo, try out for the football team. Well, it's middle school, so you don't really got to try out this like and do football. Do football. You got good speed, all that. Do football. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take you up on it. I did football. First practice comes. I'm practicing with the B team because I told you I'm a little dude. I wasn't big and hulking like these other niggas. No, I was a little dude. So I'm practicing with the B team. I was going at receiver at this point. And so we practicing, we going hard or whatever. First game comes along, we get our first dub. You know, I'm feeling myself. I didn't really play. You know, I was bench warmer, but it felt good getting the first dub. I'm still learning more about the sport. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I feel it. So fast forward to next season. Well, I don't know, I think 2013, 8th grade year. I got a little more knowledge of this sport. I'm actually finna try out 2 positions now. So at this time, I'm actually trying out for cornerback. No, I didn't switch to cornerback till later. I was doing wide receiver and safety. Play wide receiver and safety. My 8th grade year was by far one of my best seasons I ever had, because it was me getting understanding and me actually getting to showcase my skills a little more. So I really like that aspect and how that came into play. And keep in mind, like, we were all young, a lot of immature shit. So we only won 1 game our 7th grade year and 8th grade year. Fast forward, it's now time for high school football. Your boy's ready. I had a personal trainer. I started training with him for a little bit, getting ready for this high school year. So freshman year now. I'm in high school. And football, you know, tryout starts coming on. They usually start in the summer. And while I was there, I was still going for receiver. Receiver was something I was really good at. Even though I didn't get to play my previous 2 seasons, I felt like after all this training and stuff, couldn't nobody stop me. So I started up at receiver, did all this practice and shit, leading all the way up to the first scrimmage against Arlington Bowie, where I was put on a go route. I line up, dude pressed up on me. He in press coverage, but they out my man. That's his mistake number 1. Dude don't know I got burnt.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
My boy Reed hiked the ball, pushed him aside, downfield, wide open. I'm in the end zone. Reed throw me the ball. I go up for the catch, and I drop that bitch.
Bruh. Oh my God, I'm done! Oh God, fuck!
Yep, I dropped it. And at that moment, it hit me. Bro, you is trash. You are trash. You are not good enough.
You suck!
It was a lot of negativity going through my head at that point. And I just felt like at that point I didn't have a lot of motivation to continue to play. But after that play, the coach pulled me aside and he talked to me. He was like, hey man, although you dropped the pass, you know, wide open pass in the end zone. I worked so hard to get open and drop that motherfucker. But it still hurts to think about that every now and again. But I mean, it happened. There's nothing I can do. It happened in the past. So I switched to corner. I started playing cornerback. Cornerback I liked a little more, and plus me having some experience on offense, I was a little more understanding of how to read plays and all that stuff too. I would know what they would be getting ready to run. We finished the season 8-2 that year. So after the 8-2 season, you know, we were really feeling ourselves. We was like, all right, we have an opportunity to be something good here. Because on B team, we all built a bond with each other, and we became like a family. And that's important to any team, is to play like a family and everybody to have each other's back. So after that, sophomore season comes around, and what they do is they combine A team and B team together and form one team. And I was really hyped for that. So not only that, it's more competition within the team for the starting spot, and not only that, it's still that you go close together family knit between both teams, because you know we're all a team. So I'm gonna say his name is Darren. I'm competing against Darren, and Darren gets the starting spot. But I don't know, Darren, I felt like it should have been me, because I don't know how Darren got the starting spot. No tea, no shade, but he wasn't as good as your boy. So first 2 games come along, and you know, Darren is just getting dusted, you know, getting slapped around. And we lose the first 2 games. So we starting off our sophomore season, you know, we were supposed to be that strong team coming in. We're starting off our sophomore season 0-2. You know, so I'm still pushing, I'm still grinding, because you know I want to be the starter. So he missed the practice, so that gave me the opportunity to step up. And once I stepped up, coach seen like, hey, this kid right here is something good. And when that happened, I earned the starting spot over Darren. So next game comes along. I believe we played against I forgot the name of the team. First play of the game, you know, they're pushing downfield. I say they're out the 40-yard line right now. Well, they're out about the 40-yard line. They're getting ready to throw a go route. I told you, I played offense. I know what niggas is planning. I lined up. I'm ready for action. It's go time. Quarterback hikes the ball. You know, I do my shuffle step. Stay in front. We in man coverage. I let him stick with him while we going downfield. The quarterback throw the ball. Use that as opportunity. Boom. First interception of the season. First career interception for your boy. We just kept pushing hard through every game of the season. And at that point is when I realized, you know, this is something big. This is something I want to do. This interception felt great, and I want to keep making big plays. And so that was the goal from here on out. And so the season continued, and I think we were the best sophomore team that McMillan had at that point. It's probably better now, but at that time, we were the best sophomore team that they ever had. Coach had made that known to us. And we finished 8-2. We finished that season 8-2. Fast forward I'm a junior. This is when I first started at Plano East. I actually have some pictures on my phone. I'm actually putting this video of when I was actually out there in the games, because I was still starting at this point. I started for 2 years, and I'm not counting middle school B team, but I started for 2 years high school wise. And this was when I really started thinking, you know, I'm a pretty decent player. I made a play here, and I go hard in practice all the time. So at this point, I'm thinking I kind of want to play at the next level. So junior year is where things really got ready to kick off. So I felt junior year, this was going to be my year. More schools joined in. Plano East is one of the biggest schools here in the state of Texas, right under Allen. If you don't know where Allen, that's where Heisman winner Kyler Murray.
Down the goal at the 10. Sermon. No, it's Murray on the option, and he scored.
I didn't get to play against him personally, but he played our school. You know, Allen plays Plano East every time in November. So that happened. So at this point in time, I've moved to Wiley, Texas, the city I currently reside in now. And the head coach found out about that. So I got traded. I got released in the free agency. We're just gonna say that. I got released in the free agency, and then I transferred schools down here and got picked up by the Wiley East Raiders. I just broke that shit, whatever the fuck it was. Now, this is where the fall happens. When I transferred schools, I had to be cleared by the UIL again. And I don't know if you guys know, the UIL actually takes their fucking sweet ass time trying to clear people. So each game is passing. I can't ride the bus, I can't suit up, I can't do nothing because I am not cleared by the UIL. And I'm just watching my whole season just slip away from me. Like, I had finally just got this confidence back, this courage to start doing what I wanted to do again. And I was watching it all just be taken away from me. And with that, it was hard for me at first. But as I just started to realize, I was like, you know what? Let's just do something else, man. So last game of the season comes along, and I didn't ask coach if I could suit up and play this time. I just left and I went to work. And then it was around 10:30, the head coach came to my job. He was like, where were you? I was like, what do you mean? I was never cleared. I couldn't play. He said, the UIL cleared you last week. You're supposed to play this game. I said, no, man. Because all the other games prior to, I couldn't play. I didn't want to play anymore. Just simply because I felt like I missed out on all opportunities that I could have had. So yeah, that's how my football career went. It wasn't too much. It was a lot of downs for me, but then there were key ups for me also. Key ups that I missed the sport and I would love to play it again. And when this channel gets big enough, I actually have an idea that I want to do. But that's when this channel gets big. But anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to this first story time of the 2019 year. I'm finally reviving and bringing it back. And tell me about your sports experience. And before I go, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment down for me down there below. And you know, we could chop it up, you feel me? And again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You know, join the Spiffy team. And I'm looking to bring out more content for you guys. I told you every time that I'm free, a video is being made. I told you guys, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. This video has been going on for about 22 minutes. So, I'm tired. I gotta be to work soon. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna try to get some rest. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.